Thomas in trouble. Thomas in trouble. It was a busy day for the engineers on the Fat Controllers Railway. Gordon was taking passengers across the island. He felt splendid. Henry was delivering logs to the timber yard. He was right on time. Percy was pleased to be pulling mail trucks, and James was happily hauling flatbeds. But Thomas and Emily were at the fitters' yard for repairs. "I can't wait to get back to work, Thomas. I am taking the school choir to their concert." Soon Emily was ready to go back to work, but Thomas had to stay behind and wait for his final inspection. "Goodbye, Thomas," whistled Emily. "Good luck." Thomas was still waiting for his final inspection when James passed in with the yard to deliver some paint. "Bust my boiler," James laughed. "You have broken down, Thomas." "No, I haven't," huffed Thomas crossly. "You must have done," snorted James. "Otherwise you wouldn't be at the fitters' yard. What a shame you're not a useful engine like me." Just then the Fat Controller arrived. "Thomas," he boomed, "are you ready to take the school choir to the concert?" "Nearly ready, sir," puffed Thomas excitedly. "Nearly ready isn't not good enough," the Fat Controller replied. Thomas didn't want anyone else to collect the choir. Carrying the children was his favorite job. He decided he would leave before his final inspection. "I'm ready now, sir," he puffed. The Fat Controller was pleased. Thomas quickly popped out of the fitters' yard to pick up his carriages, Annie and Clarabelle. Further down the line, Thomas began to make some very strange noises. "Clangety-clong, something's wrong," sang Annie and Clarabelle. They could tell something was wrong with Thomas, but Thomas wasn't listening. He was too excited about collecting the school choir. The school choir cheered as soon as they saw Thomas. "All aboard!" chuffed Thomas as he clangety-clonged into Knapford Station. "Who is making that nasty noise?" wheezed Emily. "Did you have your final inspection, Thomas?" This made Thomas cross. "I'm fine," Thomas huffed. The choir got on board and he steamed away. Thomas rattled even more. Clangety-clong, clangety-clong. Thomas had to stop at a signal. He was feeling very hot and bothered. Toby saw that something was wrong. "Did you take on enough water at the fitters' yard?" he asked kindly. "There is nothing wrong with me," replied Thomas crossly. Just then the signal changed and Thomas passed away noisily. Then Percy saw Thomas at the level crossing further up the line. He was rattling and steaming more and more. "What's happened to you?" he peeped Percy. "You look all puffed out." Thomas didn't like being told there was something wrong with him. So when the barrier opened, he huffed away. Clangety-clong, clangety-clong. Then there was trouble. Thomas began to chaff slower and slower. "I need a rest," Thomas gasped as he clangety-clonged into a siding. Steam burst from his funnel and black smoke flew from his funnel. With a final clangety-clong, Thomas broke down. He felt terrible. The school choir began to sing while they waited. "The children will be late for their concert, and it's all my fault," Thomas wailed sadly. "I've let everyone down." He was upset. Just then Gordon passed around the bend. Thomas could see that Thomas was in trouble, but he couldn't stop to help because he had his own passengers on board. "Sorry, Thomas," didn't Gordon. "I'm a guaranteed connection." "Now what am I going to do?" cried Thomas. He was very worried. Just then Thomas heard a whistle. It was James. Thomas tooted as loudly as he could. "Stop! That's my boiler," laughed James. "I said you were a broken-down little engine." "I am," sighed Thomas, "and I need your help. Can you take the children to their concert?" James didn't laugh at Thomas. He could see that Thomas was in trouble, and he was happy to help his friend. "I'll get them there on time," he promised. Thomas knew he had to go back to be repaired as quickly as possible. Thomas knew he had to get back to be repaired as soon as possible. Henry was sent to collect Thomas. He soon arrived and quickly shunted Thomas to the fitters' yard. Before long, Thomas was as good as new. He had even waited for his final inspection. And this time, he waited patiently for his final inspection. "You have been very patient, Thomas," said the Fat Controller. "As a reward, I have a special job for you." Thomas was delighted. He wondered what the special job could be. "Thomas," he announced, "now you are fixed. You are to collect the school choir and bring them home again." "Oh, thank you, sir," tooted Thomas happily. Thomas shouted into the concert. "Clangety-clong, nothing is wrong," he laughed. The end.